We're not necessarily one big happy family when it comes to Canadian Confederation.
Like most families, Canadian provinces are prone to sibling squabbles, but a new Angus Reid poll suggests some are testier than others. Residents across the country were asked how friendly other provinces were to their own. Turns out 4 in 5 Albertans harbor some resentment towards Quebec.
Quebec, as we know, even more so than BC, is the biggest opponent to pipelines and certainly killed the Energy East. The opinion in Quebec was what killed the Energy East pipeline.
And it's not just Western alienation. 53% of all Canadians polled felt the same way about La Belle Province. But even then, it was impossible to find flaring nostrils or shaking fists on Edmonton streets.
I have 2 sons that are in their 20s, and they have a negative bias towards Quebec. They didn't get it from me.
I don't know. I think that's just a misrepresentation. I think that the Quebec people are very nice people.
Love them. I love calling them and their cute accents. And I'm like, oh, hey, guys.
Now, the resentment seems reciprocated in Quebec, with just over half of residents considering Alberta unfriendly towards them. That's tops of any province. So we asked, is the pipeline debate really that divisive?
I think the pipeline should go through.
Good revenue for Canada and taxes, so it's good.
I don't think people should be boycotting products because in the end that affects the Canadian economy as a whole.
Now, not everyone is seeing red in this survey. There's big love between Alberta and Saskatchewan and between the maritime provinces. And then there's general indifference, specifically for one province in particular.
In the case of Manitoba, it's sort of, they're there. They're not causing too much trouble. They're not making too many waves. And I think we sort of see that reflected in the numbers.
I think their perception is that we are boring because we have no mountains.
Well, generally it's been a have-not province. However, I think it's got a lot going for it.
Maybe they haven't been here. Come here and join us in winter.
Love, hate, and everything in between, as it has been for most of Canada's 151 years. So, despite our perceived differences in this survey, we shouldn't expect a dramatic exit anytime soon.
We're kind of cool to each other, but it doesn't mean that we want out of the arrangement that we're in. So, we might not all be sleeping in the same bedroom, but we don't want to move out of the house just yet.
In Edmonton, Courtney Theriault, City News.